Welcome to the iHealth radio show. Today we're going to be looking at a common household item called baking soda and how researchers at the Medical College of Georgia at Augusta University are demonstrating that drinking baking soda could be an inexpensive, safe way to combat autoimmune disease. They found that a daily dose of baking soda may help reduce the destructive inflammation of autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis. They have some of the first evidence of how the cheap over-the-counter antacid can encourage your spleen to promote instead an anti-inflammatory environment that could be therapeutic in the face of inflammatory disease. The study was funded by the U.S. National Institute of Health and just reported in the Journal of Immunology. Baking soda, or better known as sodium bicarbonate, has been around since ancient times in Egypt for various medical conditions, and in modern times to make cake rises, treat heartburn, clean drains, extinguish fires, brush teeth, and even kill cockroaches via carbon dioxide accumulated in the insect's internal organs. The researchers at the Medical College of Georgia showed that this cheap antacid encourages your spleen to promote, instead of an anti-inflammatory environment, a therapeutic environment in the face of inflammatory disease. When rats or healthy people drink a solution of baking soda or sodium bicarbonate, it becomes a trigger for the stomach to make more acid to digest the next meal and for little studied mesothelial cells sitting on the spleen to tell that fist-sized organ there's no need to mount a protective immune response. Those mesothelial cells line body cavities like the ones that contain your digestive tract, and they also cover the exterior of your organs to quite literally keep them from rubbing together. It was about a decade ago that I remember reading research that found that these cells also provide another level of protection. They have little fingers called microvilli that sense the environment and warn organs they cover there's an invader. An immune response is needed. So what the researchers found is drinking baking soda tells the spleen, which is part of the immune system, that acts like a big blood filter, and it's where the white blood cells like macrophages are stored, to go easy on the immune response. The conversation occurs with the help of the chemical messenger acetylcholine, which appears to promote a landscape that shifts against inflammation. In the spleen, as well as the blood and kidneys, researchers found that after drinking water with baking soda for 2 weeks, the population of immune cells, those macrophages, shifted from primarily those that promote inflammation to those that reduce it. These macrophages that reduced inflammation did so by consuming the garbage in the body like debris from injury and dead cells. Clinical trials have also shown that a daily dose of baking soda can not only reduce antacid, but actually slow the progression of kidney disease, and it's now a therapy offered to patients. What the researchers found is just a teaspoon of baking soda should be mixed with half a liter of tap water and mixed well and allowed to sit for about a minute and then just drink it. They found that that was enough to shift from inflammatory to anti-inflammatory profile in the body. And they found it happening everywhere. They saw it in the kidneys, the spleen, and the peripheral blood. What they theorized was that the shifting landscape is likely due to an increased conversion of some of the pro-inflammatory cells to anti-inflammatory ones, coupled with actual production or more anti-inflammatory macrophages. The scientists also saw that there was a shift in other immune cell types, like more regulatory T cells, which generally drive down the immune response and help keep the immune system from attacking our own tissues. That anti-inflammatory shift was sustained for at least 4 hours in humans and 3 days in rats. The researchers think that the acetylcholine signals the anti-inflammatory response that people have been studying for a long time that they're seeing in baking soda. The researchers explain, you're really not turning anything on and off. You're just pushing it toward one side or the other by giving an anti-inflammatory stimulus. And in this case, the stimulus is away from inflammation. And they concluded by saying it's potentially a really safe way to treat inflammatory disease. And that's our Health Minute with iHealth Radio. Tune in again next time for another health moment that you can utilize in your daily life.